Good morning, guys. Okay, so special day here at the shop. One, I'm in selfie mode, which hopefully you won't have to see too much of. But since this is looking like it's going to be our first YouTube video, guess we'll do a little intro. My name's V. I'm one of the owners here at Squirrel. I'm going to introduce you to Mark in a second here. Okay, so one, selfie mode. Two, first YouTube video. Three, we're gonna go pick up a really special truck. Okay, well, shop's a little crazy right now because we just got done with Toyota Fest. It's our one show of the year and we go pretty hard for it, so you can see everything's just kind of a mess right now. But as I was saying, we're gonna go today and pick up something really special for a client of ours. Got Mark here prepping the Forerunner right now. So this is the plan. We are going to Fillmore, California. And I'm not going to tell you what the truck is. I'm just going to show you when we get there. But we're going to pull the top off lady for the drive. It's going to be really cool. But what am I getting at? Okay, so a big thing that we do here at Squirrel is consultation. So when you want a certain specific truck, you can shoot us a message and Mark over here will kind of guide you through the whole process. So consulting, let me wind it back. At the beginning of Squirrel, we were buying a lot of trucks. You know, we would buy a truck, fix it up, put it up for sale, and that was our vision for how the business would evolve. And shortly after that, we kind of learned that, man, it's pretty big investments to be holding on to trucks like that. And I think it's something that we're gonna do more in the future when we have a bigger space to store stuff. As of right now, it's not really a feasible option. But what we have been doing is consultation. So when a client is looking for something specific or just a general good quality truck, they'll reach out to us and we'll kind of aid in that whole process. We can do everything from finding and consulting to negotiations with the seller, to a full pre-purchase inspection. We can bring the truck home no matter where it is. We'll fly out of state, drive it back, even go local, do a PPI, and help you along with that process. So if that's something you're interested in, you can kind of check out our website or get in touch on the emails, and Mark can kind of explain that to you a little bit better. But today we have a client. His name is Steven. He's bought some trucks off of us before. We're planning a restoration with him on this Ivan, and yeah, he kind of got bit pretty hard by the Toyota truck bug, so we're gonna go find him another one today. So bear with us a little bit. We're gonna pull the top off. We want to deliver a very fun client experience, so it's gonna be Steven's first ride in a topless Forerunner, and that's always a good day. So we'll take you guys along. Okay, so I got Mark here. Mark, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yo, I'm Mark. Me and V started this shenanigans a while ago, so I'm gonna just kind of run you guys through some of the tools and diagnostic stuff that I bring when I go check out vehicles.
We're gonna go check out an all original truck today, but we also want to make sure it's a good, healthy candidate.
So main one that I always like to check for health of motor is compression. And then I've got vacuum gauge that helps us figure out valve issues and health of the lower end of the motor. And I've got voltmeter, ohms reader, do some testing if we see some electrical stuff. Little mirror we can check out for leaks. A stethoscope for unusual sounds. A magnet in case I drop a nut or lose a nut.
Boom, boom.
And a little video camera that I can poke down holes if need be.
What?
If I see any issues with pistons or valves. A timing light, make sure it's on time and it hasn't been running out of time for a long period of time.
What?
And then a bag of sockets. Pretty much you can take apart a Toyota with a 10, 12, 14, and a couple other little various sizes. Ratchets and some pliers to get hoses, another plier, and then wrenches and a flashlight. The other main tool that I bring to make sure that trucks don't have Bondo is, if you guys ever order from Rock Auto, they give you these really, really weak magnets. They test Bondo really easily, so they have just a light sticking, and if they don't stick, you know that there's a thin layer of Bondo on the truck. So.
Buys this crap.
You got a favorite tool in here?
The compression tester.
Cool.
That really,
Number one.
really ensures that the heart of the motor is where you want it to be.
Cool, dude.
Cool.
Do you know we're YouTubers now?
You guys been doing some good work. I've been enjoying it.
We're trying. But anyways, yeah, this is Steven. Lucky candidate over here.
Yeah.
Potential owner. So we haven't released yet what truck we're going to go pick up, but it's going to be a nice surprise.
That's it. Sweet.
Okay. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. I'll pick you up and bring you to work. I'm like, all right, cool. He picked me up in this old ass fucking Toyota with like 300,000 miles, and I was so impressed. Like my mind was blown. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I'm like, what do you mean it has 300,000 miles?
Yo, Steven, we're getting pretty close now. Why don't we do a little convertible 4Runner interview? You know about that? Okay, here's the first question.
Yes.
Are you having a midlife crisis?
Ja, ik vind dat dit echt niet kan hoor. Ik bedoel, nee.
I didn't think of that until now, but that makes a lot of sense. That's probably what's happening. If this was my first one, I would say no. But now that this is not my first one, then yes, I think that's what's going on.
Okay, so this is your third Toyota truck in what, a month, or is it 2 months? do you have a problem?
Yes, I think it's called carcane.
The carcane addiction?
It's a real thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you like about Toyota so much, and why are you drawn to them?
I think it was originally the reliability. I think what turned me on to them was the fact that I saw some with like 300,000 miles, and that kind of like piqued my interest.
Yeah.
And then, I'm just starting to get into like the four-wheeling portion of it.
Yeah.
And and I haven't even started that. I'm already addicted to it, and I haven't even got into the cool shit, which I think is going to be four-wheeling and taking these things off-road. So, I don't know. I just like the way they look. I like the vibe of them. I like the vintage aspect of the ones that we're getting. That's kind of what's stoking me out, and I know that there's a lot more above and beyond that. So,
Okay. And then this truck specifically that we're gonna go take a look at today, what gets you excited about this one?
It's definitely, I didn't even know about the Ivan Stewarts until you guys kind of like sent them to me and kind of, you know. And I think the one that we're going to check out right now was the first image that Mark sent to me, and I was like sold. I don't know, because it looks like a Hot Wheel. The color scheme's amazing. Yeah, everything about it just looks great, and I'm just really excited.
Last question. In about 2 weeks from now, what are we gonna go buy next?
I'm gonna revert. I'm gonna find something old and crappy with good bones. Right? You guys gonna source me out a patina car with good engine and just looks like shit, so I can actually beat it up. It seems like all the ones we're working on now are like really cool ones that I'm scared to like maybe take off road, and the next one might be a fun off road vehicle maybe.
Okay.
And that's a real thing. It might happen.
Yeah. So I really didn't expect that answer right there, but I guess we're gonna get it. Okay, we're getting close. We'll be there soon. What's up, man?
Hey,
I'm V. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you also. You guys want to follow me or what?
Okay.
Yeah. She got a little lift on her. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. I know, same here. And what's your name?
V.
V. Good to meet you also.
Pleasure, brother. Thanks for having us.
I like the runner. Thank you. I was actually looking at a runner before. I don't know why he doesn't put it on the market. Yeah. I guess he doesn't want to be dealing with, is it available? What's the least you could do? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of the runners.
Really?
My thing is pickups.
And you ever rode around in one with the top off?
No, that's probably why.
Once you get
Yeah.
the top in,
Yeah,
we did
and-
that on purpose today.
We were taking bets, so you're gonna want a 4Runner after this.
All right, well, do your thing. Do your thing,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Do your thing. It's all yours. If the truck is running. When I went and bought this, the first thing I do is I pop the hood and I look at the bin tag. If it's got the 286 there, that means it's a real Ivan. It's a two-tone.
Yep.
If it doesn't have the 286, I won't even bother looking at the truck because it's a replica and I'm not into the replica.
It depletes the value
Right.
too, because then it's not even original paint. Somebody changed it
Yeah.
to make it something.
So it's got the bin on the door jamb, the one in the dash, the one inside the engine, and the one on the frame. I look at all that first. Once that is good, then I go to my my regular rust problem areas, which is the floors, the fenders, the bed, and this. Go look at it, super clean. Right here, watch. Right there. 286 has the two-tone. And then the L52, I'm sure you guys are pros at this, you know, and that's your transmission. RN38 gives you the short bed. RA48 gives you the long bed. So
On it, and we restored it to alley specs, not the spec.
Especially for you.
What's your plan?
So since truck's been started, we're gonna go through a couple of like restarts, just see how the truck restarts and runs, idling, and then I'm gonna hook up some diagnostic equipment. We'll get vacuum gauge hooked up and some electrical diagnostic stuff, and kind of just get a real general health of systems and the motor, and then we'll jump into compression check and do kind of a walk around and just check body panels and make sure all the numbers are matching. And
Is that your typical order of like how you like to do things, or is it different for this truck?
usually I like to start off by running through the body first and doing a visual of the whole truck. But since it's running, it's already warmed up. I kind of want to save a little bit of time in running compression check and stuff like that. So if I run through body and visuals, it'll probably cool down enough to where I need to warm it up again.
Okay. All right, get to it. Get to work.
Can smoke on startup. A little bit. Might be running just a little bit rich.
I see why you guys do this now. I see why you guys do it.
Alright, I'm gonna grab some diagnostic stuff and get hooked up.
It's one of the things that goes beyond the races. You have the Asian, you have the African, you have the Latin.
You see it right here, brother.
I know, right?
Beautiful. Yeah. We need to get a picture of this.
Yeah.
That was conceived in my head.
Yeah.
When I was driving, seeing a black guy. He's hey, stop, and he's talking to me.
Yeah.
Man, this truck. And then I go, and then I'm a light skin,
Yeah.
white person.
Yeah.
Hey, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
And then I know the Asians, they love them. I know the Latin American people, they love them.
Yeah.
Toyota transcends all
Yeah.
those fucking things,
Dude,
man.
it's crazy. I've been like, in Asia, traveling through Asia, and had conversations like this with people across the world, and they love their Toyotas over there just as much as we love it here.
It's a common ground that
Yeah.
everybody can find together, and it
yeah, I
breaks
love
down barriers.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. The Toyota community too is always like some of the most helpful people in like car culture.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of get.
Yeah, I've seen it. Somebody breaks down in fucking another state.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Yeah.
Somebody help them out.
What's that telling you?
I want to kind of let it sit and run a little bit. We might have that's a pretty. It's usually not indicative of a valve adjustment, but we might have something else. Diaphragm here is supposed to be an advance for the timing, and when you unplug this one and plug this hole, it should change the timing, and it's not.
Same with every other.
Same with every other 22 one.
Is it in spec?
It's pretty close. They're about 1 degree off. Not bad. I really want to kind of take a look at that vacuum issue on startup, see if it. throw on some compression tool and see what we're getting out of this bad boy. So we want to be hitting a brand new motor out of the factory would be 171. We want a minimum of 142 off the top of my head, and no difference greater than 10 psi between any hole. So with how smooth the truck runs, I'm thinking that we'll see that all the holes are probably pretty even. I just want to make sure that we're on the higher side and not the lower side, especially with this little bit of smoke that we saw coming out.
So I imagine that for somebody to get the technique that we have, like, it's not just getting it and do it.
That's a cool sport. How's that going, Mark?
First hole 171, right on the money.
Okay.
So one other thing that we really look at too is health of our spark plugs. So definitely needs a spark plug replacement, and our gapping looks a little bit high. So we'll just kind of note that. Also running NGKs instead of Denso Toyota. So just a little nuance, but that's what we kind of go for. Alright, 169. That's really good.
And E4, and that was it. You're already 30.
Yeah. No, not my dad. We never.
So just a little look at that. Looks like she's running just a little bit rich, but could just need a little carb adjustment.
So how are we looking compression wise?
Compression was good.
Yeah.
So we're sitting at 169 to 175. So looks like the carb's running a little rich. Plugs are a little fouled out.
You think that's what's
Gaps a little big.
that's what's causing our flutter?
Yeah, I think fuel mixture is causing the flutter. I also think that a little bit of that black smoke coming out is also due to adjustment on the carb rebuild.
Okay.
So,
I got one ready to go.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I do.
swap around today.
Yeah. So are you moving on to interior?
Yeah, just kind of. I'm gonna start giving it the once over.
Okay.
Pull out the magnet, make sure the body panels are all good. I mean, they're the original. Like patina trucks are hard to fake.
Yeah.
When it's right. So just doing my due diligence and checking everything.
Cool.
But yeah, I might want to pull carpet up and just check floor panels, make sure everything's good. I noticed a little bit of wetness down here.
Okay.
He might have been, he washed them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that the floorboards aren't all wet underneath. So I'm just kind of looking at carpet. Carpet's a little hacked up, so definitely probably needs a carpet kit in it. The details. other cool thing, if you want to zoom in on this,
Yep, I do.
a lot of people that don't know. You live right in here. You can tell where this truck was put together. If anybody can see that, it says Long Beach.
Another Long Beach truck. What was the other one that we discovered? That I remember we discovered it the first time.
Oh man, I can't remember that where it was.
Was it Levi?
Yeah,
It was Levi.
Levi was put together in Long
Yeah,
Beach too.
it was Levi.
Yeah. So, see how weak these magnets are, but they stick. So I'll kind of go through on rust areas and stuff that you really can't see. Ooh, that one's sticking good. Make sure your magnets are clean before you do this so you don't scratch somebody's truck that you haven't bought yet. But this is a notorious rust area spot, so check that. I know you can look at the insides of the truck too, but sometimes people are really good at hiding stuff. Another good sign that paint is actually old. So you can see it's got kind of cracking on it. So, and you got little blemishes and stuff like that, so you know it's not really been touched. Also, telltale sign that no body work's been done on this truck is the dimples from the factory. So nobody's reworked that fender. It's got cracking on your emblems, original emblems. Well, compression came out good. We got between 171 and 175 on all holes, so I was running real good. It is running rich. Carburetor needs to be gone through. Okay. It spits out a little bit of black smoke on startup, and
It doesn't get driven much.
plugs are foul. Yeah,
Doesn't get driven.
which is pretty typical of these trucks. So.
Vale.
Missing exhaust gasket right here. Twitter still makes these. They're like it's almost like a fiberglass gasket. That's why we're getting some kind of loud vibration noises. It's all coming from right there. Good check. Just see on maintenance health. Pop open and take a look at your air filter. Kind of gives you a good key on
Hi guys.
regular maintenance. Seen worse. It needs an air filter, but not horrible. I've seen those literally plugged up beyond belief, which severely reduces power and your motor breathing properly. Just kind of take a look. Do you have coolant in there? Doesn't look super fresh, but still clean, which is a good sign. Sometimes when it's like super fresh, sometimes that can be an indicator that there might be something wrong. These are impossible to find, so having some that aren't cracked.
Thank you, bro.
Which one? Oh no! Fuck, this is beautiful.
That's gold.
Yeah, that's
That's gold.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You know, the sticker on it, dude. I don't think I've ever seen one with a sticker on it.
Like I said, this truck is well kept. Look at the hoses. Look at the valve.
Oh yeah.
Everything in there
Wow.
is super clean.
Something we always look at too, so that date code. So if somebody keeps up on maintenance, these dates will be closer to the year it actually is. The last truck that I went and looked up in San Diego, it was a 82, had 1982 wires on it, never been changed. But also gives a testament to Toyota's quality of wires. Another little thing after it's been running a bit. I'm gonna just take a look at the underside of this. Make sure we're not getting any milky solutions. That indicates if you got a milky solution that you got a water mixture that's going on inside the motor, but this one looks good. Also, if it's cleaned, that's another factor that somebody might be trying to hide something, but this one is it's got a little buildup. You're not trying to hide nothing.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
It's good to see a little bit of that, like, kind of build up on there. AC work? No,
I never tried it.
never tried it. Okay.
I know it blows,
It blows.
but I never left it on. Like, oh, I want to see.
Yeah, 3 of them. See this one, and this one. It had rock sliders. I didn't like those fuckers.
Yeah.
So I shaved them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't like that, so I took them off.
Okay.
So
And then what? How'd you treat it? Was it just straight up paint, or you?
just
primer?
paint.
Okay.
There it is, just so you don't think
Okay.
I'm hiding something.
Yeah.
You see?
Oh,
1, 2,
man.
and 3.
Yeah.
Is that a good
I
look?
see that.
Is that a look you go for?
No.
of.
I can see if
it
they
had
had.
those things on.
Yeah. Do you, by chance, have any original bumpers?
I don't.
No.
I don't. I'm chasing one because I want to put one.
Yeah.
If we do the deal and I come across it, I just gotta hear back from the guy. I'll make sure to holler at you. Say, you know,
It's nice to.
you want manual or you want the electric?
Manual.
What are you gonna pull? Oh,
Pull these edges right here. That way I can lift up carpet, check floorboard. This is another rust spot. The trucks have a tendency to leak right here. Floorboards for any rust. This side was good. Check the other side real quick.
Yeah, put the picture right there.
Yeah. Just checking floorboard. It's hard to see because of the sun, but yeah,
Fill it out, man.
just kind of looking around.
Drive from the bottom and
Another good way to tell too is under the truck when you're looking. Is all of that. All down here. Everything looks
you guys
pretty
do know
good.
Quinn?
Oh yeah, we're good
Oh,
friends with Quinn.
Yeah, I say Squirrel guys are in. Tell them hi and I love them.
Hell yeah, Quinn's great.
You know,
Yeah,
honestly,
with my
dude,
mom.
Yeah.
when I've had questions and when I, things like that, Quinn has been good feedback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unbiased.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think we are ready to kind of
Talked it out. Huh?
discuss a little bit.
You guys could talk it out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or we could sit down and we could.
Yeah.
But if you need to talk to him first, like I understand.
Okay. Yeah,
You know what I
maybe
mean?
we'd step away for a second
Yeah, I
and
don't
then we
mind
can
at
come
all.
back if that's cool.
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
Yeah, Motor, strong motor.
Yeah.
We're sitting 171 to 175 in all holes. Factor is 171. So
Right where you want to be.
yeah, everything on the truck, like, super original. I mean, kind of when we were talking before, he said he'd added little things here and there, but all done properly and well. I think the big component on this is what happened with the bed the guardrails that were on the frame
Yeah.
and getting cut off.
Yeah.
So basically what had happened is somebody has ground onto the frame to weld that on, and then he's in turn cut them off
Yeah.
and ground down and repainted. It needs a carb rebuild. It's running rich.
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit of black smoke on startup. Initially I thought it was a valve issue, but I don't think we got any valve issues. The spark plugs are a little bit fouled out from running too rich.
Yeah.
So it needs a little bit, just like tune-up wise, spark plugs, carb rebuild, vacuum lines, air filter, and I think it's like running. I think we need to take it for a spin to make sure all the gears aren't super loud, make sure four-wheel drive works. And then, yeah, the other factor is getting the AC system
Online. Yeah. Right.
It's all there though.
It's all there.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot
Yeah.
better to me.
Yeah,
And I
for
agree
sure.
with you guys 100%, and that sounds right good to me. So, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I think on the frame we should be able to find a solution to clean it up real nice.
Without
and,
dropping it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't. You know.
I
But
want to find a way to
I think
leave
I
with
think
this
if,
truck.
if
Yeah.
the frame was untouched, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I would just for your sakes, I'd probably offer him 42.
Yeah.
Just to like.
so
drag you a
the
little
the
bit,
good
but
point is he has photos of like the
way that was-
original all that, so we know that that's what happened.
exactly what happened,
Yeah,
yeah.
because like if you didn't know, then you're in a situation where like, oh well, is that really the cause?
Yeah, speculate. So,
Cool.
That's where like technically the integrity of the frame's still there. It's just a little bit compromised due to the paint being taken off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Welding.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's take it for a little test drive. Make sure all the gears are properly operating.
Well, done deal.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I'm stoked, man. Thank you.
All right. Well, we're just getting back from a long day, so forgive us. It was really hot. So as you can see, we got a new Ivan. We got
it back.
2 Ivans. So no, this is not our truck. It's a truck that we went to pick up for our client, Steven. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that adventure. It's something we do for a lot of clients, and you know, we always enjoy taking them along on the journey so they can be a part of it and enjoy it as well. And yeah, hope you guys learned a lot, kind of what our process is like when we're looking for trucks. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background before this actually happens. You know, Mark's communicating a lot with potential sellers
And buyers.
and yeah, this is kind of the final stages. But what we did today was just kind of ensure that our client gets something really high quality and something that is,
They know what they're purchasing.
yeah, they know what they're purchasing. And yeah, I think overall it went really smooth. Funny enough, the previous owner of this truck was also named Ivan. He's someone in the community that we haven't necessarily met yet, and it was really nice to get to meet him. And he was very inviting and, you know, very truthful through the whole process. And yeah, enjoyed making a deal with him. What do you think about the truck in general?
Yeah, I think this is one of those special trucks. We're going to be doing rebuilding the carb on this truck, going through valve adjustment, fluid changes. We're going to put a carpet kit in it, kind of update the carpet a little bit. And yeah, just minor little things here and there. We did find a couple of flaws on the frame that we're gonna get situated and sorted, so that everything's kind of up to standards with what we like to see on trucks, and making sure that they can last the test of time.
So yeah, I want to say that this truck was not cheap. I think out of respect for buyer and seller, we just kind of leave that portion out. You know, that's kind of their business. It's not really any of ours. But for an all original truck that's never been touched, that, you know, it deserves the price that it got. Yeah, I think super stoked. Thanks for coming along for the first real YouTube video for Squirrel. We hope you guys enjoy it. I hope my editing is worthy. We'll see about that. But yeah, if you like this stuff, like, please like, comment, subscribe. I think that's what everybody says, right?
Something like that.
Follow along, because we'll probably be making videos as we fix this thing up, and definitely as we do a full frame off on that one. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.